Hey guys, doing a quick little video here. Not going to be a very long one. Um, I've been working in the shop a lot lately, and well, first of all, I rebuilt the forge. Um, if you guys, I don't know if you guys ever saw the forge. I've had it on some of my videos, but I've never showed how to build it. And I rebuilt that. I didn't videotape it, but I think I am going to do another one, and I'll videotape that. And I'll even show you how to make liquid glass and the whole 9 yards when I go to do that one. But there's a lot of those videos out there right now, so it's not that big a deal. But I'm just waiting for the forge to actually dry. But yeah, it's all rebuilt, and new on the inside and everything. The only thing I gotta do is take that tube out and then repack the bottom again with some more of this insulation, but then it's done. Another thing I've been working on is well, actually, another thing that I found is I was at a flea market over the weekend. So it's a little bit of everything on this video. And I found this tool roll and this small little tiny hand drill, which is pretty slick. I don't own one this small. I kind of like that. I've never owned one this small. I can't find a name on it anywhere. I have no idea what it is or who made it or anything. But compared to my bigger ones, which this one needs rebuilt too. But compared to my bigger ones, it's a little tiny little thing. And I thought it would be good for like little tiny drill bits. You know, maybe even just like 1/4 inch and smaller. But anyways, I picked it up. But the cool part was that this auger and this tool roll were taped together like that. And I'm losing pieces too. And I saw it at the sale, and I thought, well, I'll ask the guy what he wants for it and see what the deal is. And I had kind of looked in the end, and I saw that it had auger bits hanging out the end of it, and I didn't know if they were wood bits or if they were, I didn't know what kind of bits they were for sure. But anyways, they were all taped together, masking tape. And I asked the guy, well, how much you want for it? And he was like, $3. So I bought it, obviously. It was $3 was worth it for the auger for me. But then, and maybe you guys can tell me out there, because I'm not sure if these are even a good named one or not. They may not even be. But then when I got home, I opened up the tool roll and a 6-piece set of augers. But the catch is that they're made by Oxwall in Japan. So I don't know if they're any good or not. I just don't know. I don't know what kind of quality they are. But for $3, I don't think I could have done horribly. I mean, even if I just use them for beat up drills for places where I don't want to use my good ones. But anyways, so that was the big find. Really, that's all the finds I've had lately, other than the Halts Brooks axe, which we've already rebuilt on camera. So the blacksmithing part of the deal is that I've been working in the shop a lot lately, and coming up with some newer ideas. So I want to show you, I'm going to pause the camera here and get everything out, but I want to show you some of the stuff that I'm making for sale. And right now it's for sale. Some of it's for sale on my website, and some of it is for sale on my on my Etsy shop, which I'm going to try to put a link for my Etsy shop in this video too. And let me go ahead and get it out, and I'll show you what I'm making. Okay, so the tools that I got for sale right now in my Etsy shop and on my website are, I still have my regular hook knives or tuka cams, the 1-inch one and the 1 3/8 ones. I'm always going to have them. They're great sellers for me, and people seem to like them, so I'll always keep them in there. And I have one Makatogan left on my website for sale yet, and one Makatogan left in my Etsy shop for sale yet. Other than that, all the rest of them have sold. And I've got some more that I've been working on, so I'll be restocking those pretty soon. So, but it'll be a few weeks. So if you want one now, you need to get it, because I don't know when I'm going to get these other ones done. Work's getting busy, and this is sort of a part-time business for me. I wish it was a full-time business, but it's part-time for now. But anyway, so some of the new stuff that I got going in my shop now is I decided, and a lot of this is because of the move we're going to be doing, and part of my head is telling me, well, I can make. I'm a blacksmith, so I can make some of this stuff, or at least I play around with the blacksmithing, and I can make some of these tools rather than buy them. So I've been making them and using them, and then I like these ones so well, I'm going to go ahead and start making these for my website and Etsy shop too. And here's the first one. First one is a spoon gouge. Now this one is 1 3/8 wide, and it's got I put a lathe handle on it and reshaped the front of it. I'm going to start making my own handles for these, but this was just a quickie one, and actually I like this long handle on it because you can really get into something and really put some leverage on it and really do some serious material removing with this. It's got a fairly thin blade. I would use this for green woodworking myself. Not that it wouldn't, I think I worked on it with some cherry that was 50-50 dry, so it was still pretty green, and it cut like butter through it. Of course, pine and stuff, it just gouges the lots of stock out with that. But this is the big one I'm gonna sell, and it's 1 3/8. This one's 1 3/8. I was actually shooting for 1.5 inches, and it just didn't work out. So all the rest of them after this one may get changed over to 1.5 inches wide. But for right now, I'm just gonna put this up just the way it is. It's 1 3/8. It's got nice curve in it. It's got there you go. Nice curve in it this way, and it removes some material, and it's slick to work. I don't know if you guys have ever carved spoons or bowls with one of these, but man, they really work out nice. This one you can get a nice finish cut with it too. And then along the same lines, another thing is I'm thinking log cabin wise is because I could actually take this and actually help clean up some notches and stuff with something like this. So that's why I kind of had this in my head a little bit. I made another one for myself, but it's a little bit bigger and a little more robust. And that's kind of what I had in mind for that. And then I made a set. Every time I make anything for online, I always make 2 or 3 and make one for myself. So, I'm like tool crazy, but it is what it is. So the next one is kind of the same idea, a little bit smaller. This one is, and I don't even remember how wide this is, 1 inch. This is kind of the same thing. It's a 1 inch spoon gouge, and same thing. It's got a nice thin grind and all that. Birch handle, handmade birch handle. I did it myself. Everything's all hand forged myself. If you guys know me, I do that. But this is another one that's up on my website right now. I just got these done like last night, and it's the same thing, just in the 1 inch size and a shorter handle. And then I have one that is 3/4 inch, and it's the exact same thing, just 3/4 inch handle. And they're all up for sale. Same basic gouges, just different sizes, and the little ones are really sweet for making like spoons with. I absolutely love working on them. I made a set for myself, and then I just threw a file handle on mine and just started playing with them the other night, and I liked them, and then I started making these ones up and finished them up last night, the sharpening and stuff. So anyways, if anybody's interested, those are on my site right now. Another thing I'm working on is bigger tuka cans. I don't know if I'm saying that right, or bigger bowl knives, hook knives. And These are not up for sale yet, but they will be going up for sale within the next week or so. And this is my new hand forged Tuka cam. It's not sharp yet or anything, but I mean it's close, not too far away, but it's close. And this one is the 2.5 inch one. I mean this is a pretty big guy when you think about it. It'll sit in your hand pretty, you know, it's big. But yeah, this is a 2.5 inch one. It actually comes out to like 2.400 and some thousandths curve in it, but it's close to 2.5 inches. I never get the curve quite tight anyway, so it's probably closer to 2.5. And then I have another one, and this one's just still in the rough yet, but this is the 2-inch one. So yeah, these are two new sizes that I'm going to start throwing on my site, and I kind of have fun making these, so we'll see how they sell, and if they sell I'll make more. But yeah, those ones are going to go on the site. I only made 2 of the 2-inch ones and 1 of the smaller ones, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Some of them, a couple of them I'm going to keep for myself, but I think I'm going to put 1 of the 2-inch ones on my website or Etsy. I haven't decided, and we'll see how it sells. If it sells, then I'll make some more up. But yeah, it's a kind of a let's wait and see how it goes thing. And then, like I said, I got 3 more Makatagans on the way too. They will be done here in the next few days or so, and they will get probably scattered between my website and Etsy. I really don't try to do the eBay thing too much because I really don't like eBay that much. But anyways, so that's some of the projects that are going up for sale. The gouges are already on Etsy right now. And like I said, I got 1 Makatagan on each site, Etsy and my website. And you know, I just wanted to show. Oh, another thing coming up, we're gonna do another series. I got well, first I got a fail too. I think I said in one of my videos that I had bought a one of those portable sawmills that hooks up to your chainsaw, and I got a really good price on it. Yeah, well, it turns out the price was too good to be true. It was a scam on eBay. So I got my money back, thank God. But I bid on it, and you know, paid for it and the whole 9 yards. And I think I even did the video saying I was going to get it like the next day or whatever. And then I won it, and time went by, and I didn't realize, you know, I was like, what the heck, you know, nobody's talking to me. I've emailed this guy 2-3 times. He never answered me, nothing. So then I started doing some research, and here I found out that whoever did this took a picture off the internet and just threw it on eBay as the picture of the item that he had. And then I got to looking, and it said it was, but when I first looked at it, it said it was coming from Salem, Indiana. And then he actually did send me a tracking number, and it was like from China somewhere. And I was like, oh, I'm in trouble. I thought at the very least I'm going to get some Chinese knockoff. Well, it turns out it was a total scam. I didn't get anything. It was a false tracking number somehow. I don't know how they did it, but it was a total scam, and I didn't get it at all. I did get my money back, thank God, but you know, that lesson learned, if it's too good to be true, maybe you shouldn't bid on it. But they set it up so slick that you know, you really had to do some digging to figure out that it wasn't a real eBay type ad. But eBay did refund my money and all that, and I don't know if they ever got their money back out of the deal or not, but they made it right, so I can't complain about that. That's one thing great about eBay. If you think you're going to get scammed, they usually make it right, and that's a plus. So that being said, I'm still in the search for a chainsaw mill, and I want a Granberg one, so I'll probably just wait, save up some money, and buy one. But I can't buy one now because I spent my money on another item, which will be coming if I win the auction, which I think I will, in another day or so. Then I got to go drive 5 hours away, go get it, and drive 5 hours back. And It's a pretty cool little item. It's an antique. I guess it's an antique. You'd consider it an antique, but it's a shopsmith. I bought and it's not your regular like Mark V or Mark 7 ones. It's a little bit smaller one. It's called the Shopsmith 10 ER or something like that. And I know it's like an obsolete one, and I know you can get parts for it, but not all the parts. So it's kind of tricky. But I mean, if I get it, it's gonna be a great price. It's gonna be like um, 125 or $125, and I just got to do the drive to go get it, and that's the bad thing. But it's not that bad. So so I'm going to go ahead and hopefully win that, and I'm not going to post this video until after I win it because you know, I like my subscribers, but I don't want anybody to go outbid me. So sorry, you know, about your luck. But anyways, so if I get this, we're gonna do some projects on it because I'm gonna start making my own handles for my tools with it from now on, instead of buying like lathe handles and then reshaping them to what I need. From now on, you'll get handmade tools, handles that are absolutely perfect. Right now, my tool handles are nice, but none of my handles are exactly uniform because I carve them all by hand. I usually carve them out with an axe and then a knife, and you know, and I just do them all by hand. So you're going to get some variations in my handles, and it is what it is. And I may still do some of them like that, just because I know a lot of people like that. They like the hand carved stuff. So, and I'm fine with that. But I think just to keep some of the stuff fairly perfectly uniform, I'm going to start doing some of them on a wood lathe. And so yeah, that's kind of some of the projects coming up. I got another project coming up. Since we're talking about wood lathes, I think we're going to make and I think it's called a German spring lathe. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make one up, and for just something to play around with, and you know, just something to do. I have a shaving horse, and I was going to make a video up on that, but I already have one that I built long before I ever started doing YouTube videos, and I just don't see any reason for having a second one here. If I was doing some classes where I was doing bow making, I might go ahead and build a couple more of them. But right now, we're not doing any classes on that or anything like that. So, and I may in the future do some bow building classes. And that's another project I want to do this summer. Is I want to do a bow on camera from scratch to finish. I got it'll probably be a hickory or maybe an elm one. I think I got a piece of elm that I've been kind of saving for a bow, and you know, might do something like that. But yeah. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of do a channel update / garage sale find thing. I didn't have many finds this year in the garage sale so far. I mean, I picked up one Swedish hatchet and that drill set, but not much. Mostly I've been working on my blacksmithing stuff, so when I hit the flea markets and stuff, I'm looking for old American files. I don't buy the Chinese files at all for any of my blacksmithing stuff, but the American ones I seem to have very good luck with. They hold super edge, and they take a great heat treatment and the whole 9 yards. So yeah, if you are getting into blacksmithing, don't mess with the Chinese files at all. Just stick with the old American ones. You can go to a flea market, and if you're not paying $1 or less per file, then I wouldn't buy them. I wouldn't go buying a lot of $2 files. Although this weekend I did buy a couple of $2 files that were American, only because I needed them, and I just couldn't find that many this weekend. And it wasn't a very good weekend for the flea markets because it was pretty rainy and there wasn't that many people out. But usually you can go to a flea market and I can get a handful of files for $1 a piece. And I just made a contact down there too with a guy that deals in old tools, and he was telling me he's got 5-gallon buckets full of them. So I got to give him a call, and he's going to bring some in whenever I need them. So I got a good source now, and I'm happy about that. So all I got to do is keep chipping away at this, and hopefully I can get a little bit of stuff going on with this website and business, and you know, keep on trying. I really like making the carving tools, so hopefully I can start selling a little more volume, so to where I can maybe do this full time. Um, you know, I mean, I still do the carpenter business. I still have the construction and carpentry stuff that I do, but like I said, this year's been slow. We had lots of rain, and you know, it just is what it is. You get those kind of years once in a while. So, anyways, I just wanted to give you guys an update of what I've been up to lately. Um, you know, and I just want to say thank you. If you like my videos, like, subscribe, share, and I'll talk to you guys all later.